Hello and happy Transfer Tuesday. Transfer Tuesday is the day of the week where we move our money in the right direction no matter which financial goal we are going after and no matter how much we can afford to transfer or contribute. If you've never heard of Transfer Tuesday before, or if you just want to know more information about it, be sure to check out my description box. Otherwise, I'm going to get into the transfers that have occurred over the last week. But first up, I need to announce the winner of the Debt Over It grant, the first ever Debt Over It grant scholarship giveaway. This is going to be occurring 2 times per year, and this is the first time that I've ever done this. Each time that I do this, one person will be receiving $1,000 cash. Maybe one day I'll be able to increase that amount or have multiple people win in one time. And there were almost 300 submissions. So this past weekend I was going through those, and this past weekend I was like, okay, I've got to pick a winner. And I actually didn't pick a winner over the weekend. I narrowed it down, but I was just having such a hard time just making a decision. And then last night, Monday night, I narrowed it down even further, but ultimately I went to bed without making a final decision. And then this morning I did determine who was going to be winning. I actually already emailed this individual and already sent her the money. I do want to say thank you so much to everybody for their submissions. This was definitely a tough decision. Obviously, I really couldn't make a decision, and there were so many people that so many people are deserving of extra income, and I just wish I could help everybody, but ultimately I did have to just pick one winner. But so many of y'all opened up about various things with your finances, so I really appreciate y'all for being vulnerable and just in general opening up a little bit about your finances and how this could help you. So the winner of the $1,000 Debt Over It grant was Erica from Minnesota. And whoever ended up winning, any information that I received in these submissions, I really didn't want to give too much info in this video talking about their personal situation. But I will say that when I read her submission, it just felt like she could use this extra 1K right now. It would be really valuable to her and help her a lot. She is a single mother and she is working a full-time job, working a part-time job, and also going to school. And I don't know, something in her answers just told me hey, she really needs this. And I think this would really make a big difference for her and make her day. I will pop up on the screen where I sent her the $1,000. I sent it via Zelle because I emailed her this morning and she got that info over to me. But sure enough, it sounds like this will be really helpful for her. And in her email, she did say, "You may have just given me the best birthday present ever. My birthday was this past Sunday. I've been really struggling and your videos have been helping me keep on track and keep moving forward. Thank you so much. I appreciate this more than you could possibly know." This makes me emotional. And then I had emailed her after I sent the money, just making sure, just to confirm that she received it. And she said, "I didn't think I would cry. I've been trying to fight it since I saw your first message. You have no idea how much of a weight this is taking off of me." Yeah, I did not expect to get emotional either right now. I guess it's I am not super wealthy by any means, obviously, and I know that there's a certain layer of privilege in my life for sure, but I'm not anywhere near rich and super wealthy, super well off. But to be able to do something like this and on top of everything else that I've accomplished this year, and this was something really meaningful for me and something I've had as an idea for quite some time, it's just really cool. It just felt really good to give her the $1,000. It felt really good hearing that I could make, at the end of the day, $1,000 is a lot of money, but it's really not. It's not that much money. $1,000 can only, that's not going to get you too far. But I'm grateful to say that $1,000 for me at this point in my life is not that big of a sacrifice. I feel comfortable giving $1,000, and I know that most people are not in that situation, and to be able to provide that and take the weight off of her shoulders a little bit for whatever it is that she's going through, that's it's just really cool. So I am touched by this. I'm very grateful that I did this, and just grateful for y'all for being here because it opened up this opportunity and obviously increased my income to be able to do this. So yeah, congrats to Erica. And like I said, so many great submissions, so many amazing people who are definitely deserving of the $1,000 as well. but because I'm only picking one out of 300, that is just how it is. But I will have this open 2 times per year. As of right now, that is the plan, and hopefully one day I can increase the 1,000 to, several thousand and give to more of y'all. But now we can get back to just a regular Transfer Tuesday, and I am going to share one investment because I did get paid on Thursday, November 30th. And whenever I get paid, I contribute to my 401k. I contribute 10%, my company matches 6% for a total of $470.40. I did give an update on the balance in my 401k in my video, my November update video that was uploaded on Friday. I think it was like over 17k. It was definitely doing much better than the last few months, so that was pretty exciting. And that is it as far as investments go. Next up would be my savings. Right now, I am prioritizing my Sabbatical sinking fund. I did have somebody ask last week what that is. In case you are new here, I am planning to take a sabbatical or an entrepreneurial trial in the next 18 months or so, about 16 months from now. Potentially sooner, potentially later, I don't know. But my goal for this sinking fund is $36,000. And basically at that point, I would feel much more comfortable to leave my 9-to-5 job to take my business full time. This is kind of just a number that I came up with because it would be a solid 12 months of the bulk of my expenses. Honestly, today, I wasn't going to talk about this, but today I was thinking about how I might start this in the new year. Instead of saving toward this specific sinking fund, like a sabbatical sinking fund, because one main thing about my sabbatical is that I don't want to touch any of this money. Like I want to be able to pay all of my living expenses and bills from my side hustle or from my business income. So ultimately, I really wouldn't be touching this money. But I was thinking that maybe instead of putting so much to this one fund, I could instead put it to specific sinking funds that I know it would be wise to put money into those so that when I do take my sabbatical, I can pull from them. So for example, this would be like a 2025 Roth IRA sinking fund, putting more to my emergency fund just in general to bulk that up. But also things like travel, like if I could get a solid like $5,000, $6,000 put into travel, I can then feel better, booking a vacation and not have to use my business income when I actually take my sabbatical. Same with like beauty spending or like health and wellness type of things. So I was thinking that maybe in the new year, I'll start splitting things up. I guess it really doesn't matter because if the goal is not to touch this money, but if I were to use that money for, investing or to book some travel, I think that kind of is what the point of it is. I haven't really decided yet, but I don't even know if that makes sense. Anyways, my sabbatical sinking fund reached $400 as of last Transfer Tuesday. And since then, since I did get paid, I have made a couple of transfers. So on November 30th, the first transfer that I made was $250 from my Chase checking account. And then I also have direct deposit going to my Regions checking accounts. That one receives $500 in direct deposit. So I transferred $500 from my Regions checking account also on November 30th. And then the final thing that occurred in that account was also the same day, and that was the interest that I was paid from Marcus by Goldman Sachs. That was only 77 cents. And this was so low because the bulk of November, the balance was low. I didn't really add anything to this until midway through November. I think it only had like $14 and some change. So yeah, just not a lot of interest gained in the month of November, but going forward, it should be a little bit higher, and I'm excited to see that start increasing and gaining more passive income just from the interest. Now the balance in this account is uneven and just kind of ugly, so I do want to round that out. So I'm going to go ahead and make a smaller transfer right now, and that's going to be $49.23, which is just going to be coming from my main Bank of America checking account. I will pop that confirm page up on the screen as I confirm this transfer, and that will be it for this week. So over the last week, I have transferred $800 to my sabbatical sinking fund. I now have $1,200 in this account, and my goal is $36,000, so I am $34,800 away from that. As I was just talking about, I don't know if I'm going to keep this fund or if I'm just going to start prioritizing my other sinking funds, because I think that does make more sense, but yeah, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. As long as like the money is there for me to pay for those things, if they come up while I'm on sabbatical, then I think that's reasonable to use those funds. But I'll definitely think about it and keep y'all updated if I make any changes. That's everything for me today. Please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction for today's Transfer Tuesday. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.